Gorr was a mortal from a barren planet who traveled the deserts with his daughter and worshipped the sun god, Rapu. After his daughter died from starvation, Gorr wandered the desert alone until he found Rapu's oasis. There he met Rapu, learned the truth about gods, and renounced them. When an angered Rapu attempted to kill Gorr, the Necrosword appeared and offered Gorr its power. Gorr took the sword and used it to kill Rapu. He then vowed that all gods would die. There began his rampage across the stars. Gorr was immortal and didn't have powers at first. After he picked up the Necrosword and it cursed him, he gained a few new abilities. The abilities he received were increased strength and durability, the ability to manipulate shadows, and to teleport short distances. Gorr was strong and durable enough to grapple with and defeat Thor, Valkyrie, and Mighty Thor. He also tanked several direct shots from Thor with Stormbreaker. He could manipulate and control shadows to create just about anything he wanted, both living and non-living. He made monsters, tentacles, and even a palace from the shadows. His shadow creations were strong enough to hold Thor without Stormbreaker. Gorr could teleport short distances nearly instantly, and often used this ability during fights. The Necrosword gave him all of those powers, but was also an incredible weapon capable of clashing with Stormbreaker, Thunderbolt, and Mjolnir. When Gorr is on screen, Bale gives a captivating performance. He nails the heartbroken father, and with a subtle nod, he switches over to the terrifying Mad Butcher. His performance in some ways reminds me of Heath Ledger's Joker. For example, the way he cycles through emotions in an instant. Gorr's costume is a minimalist treat, and his visuals are spectacular. The way they use a mix of shadow and color to make him appear supernatural is striking. His action sequences are visual pizza, and I love the way Gorr's teleportation is used to create primo moments. Despite Bale's performance, Gorr felt underutilized and abandoned, as if all of his screen time went to Thor and Jane's love story. Gorr also has a major flaw. His plan is really dumb. His goal is to get Stormbreaker and open the door to eternity and wish away all gods. To do that, he needed to go after Thor. Instead of going after Thor directly, he starts ambushing and killing random gods, like he was a door-to-door salesman searching through the universe one planet at a time. Then suddenly, his next target is Earth. How? Falagar is nowhere near Earth. When he does get to New Asgard, he finally goes after Thor and discovers that Thor, with Stormbreaker, is stronger than him. So he has to come up with a new plan, kidnapping kids to use as hostages. Except he doesn't tell Thor where to go, and Thor doesn't have a way to find him. It's not like Gorr knew about Axel's powers. How could he? Axel didn't even know how his powers worked yet. Instead of doing anything at all, he just waits and hopes Thor shows up. Thor could have called Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange, or any number of other superpowered beings that could fight on Gorr's level. He could have shown up with an army and wiped the floor with Gorr. Gorr was relying on Thor not receiving any help. In the final battle, Gorr forgets that his shadow constructs can grab and hold Jane, and she can't break free. He also forgets how to teleport. He never tries to stop Thor from reclaiming Stormbreaker, and only gets to eternity because Thor is an idiot and lets him. Gorr was just further proof that it's better to be lucky than smart.